All right. This meeting is being recorded. Okay, so welcome everybody. This is an introduction to Biofield Clearing, and we're going to do an amazing clearing, and I have a special offer for you guys tonight as well. So thank you for joining me. I'm sure more people will continue. Oh, there's Vicky. Hello, Vicky. And just kind of seeing, we got a few more people coming on board. Excellent. Good. All right, let me share my screen, and we'll do, here we go. There we go. All right. Can you guys see this okay? Whoops, went too quick. Just trying to move this. Oh, wait a second. Trying to move my little box here out of the way, and that's not letting me do it. Okay. So anyway, welcome. We're going to talk a little bit about Biofield Clearing tonight, and I want to give you guys an experience of it. So, and you can also ask questions. So let's just carry on and get right through it. I want to give you guys a little bit of an introduction for those who haven't done it before. And I know a number of you, I have some of my practitioners, some of my clients, students, and even some new students coming on board. So that's exciting. But first of all, I want to make sure that you all know without a doubt in your mind that you are a divine being of light. Every single one of us on this planet is. We are powerful beings, full of unconditional love, unlimited potential, rich with compassion and wisdom and abundance beyond measure. Do you feel all that already? Because if you do, then you don't need to do this. But if you have any kind of hints of you're not fully there yet, you still have a little ways to go. So let's see if we can do this, okay? All right, so welcome. So thanks for joining me today. As a bonus, what we're going to do is we're going to do a clearing today on, I'm going to ask for the group collective, everyone who's listening, what fears, insecurities, and limitations do we all in our collective consciousness need to clear in order to ascend to that higher state of being, which we're all in the middle of shifting to. So stick around and you'll see how this can magically shift for you. So today you're going to discover how you might be able to help yourself or others to really identify and clear things that really stick to our DNA. So, and they usually work behind the scenes to limit our ability to create the life that we truly desire in all its glory. And I have another special discount at the end. So hang in there. All right. So as you know, we are all being called to transform and to evolve to a new level of participating on this planet, right? We're ascending. We're going to a higher dimension of being, playing at a whole new level for humanity, and it's time. There's like no more waiting around, being distracted, doing other things. What is keeping us stuck, limited? And what if you could identify and clear a number of blocks, limitations, subconscious beliefs, traumas, stuck energy in any area of your life? Easily, safely, and completely. There's much to do. So what if you could accelerate your clarity, uncover your purpose, raise your frequency, heal your body, improve your relationships, release limitations, increase your abundance, and manifest anything? Do you know there's no limit to what you can truly experience? So, and a lot of times people think, well, I just do positive affirmations, which is great. You know, we're clearing emotions or doing tapping, we're having a positive mindset. All of those things are very helpful, of course, but they don't mitigate the underlying limiting beliefs, core fears, blocks, inherited influences. Wait till you see just how much can be hidden in our subconscious and unconscious field. If you never want to feel stuck again or have the same type of patterns keep repeating themselves, then you might need to find out how to clear them and turn them off, neutralize them so they stop being triggered, right? So my name is Dr. Jane Smolnik. For those of you who don't know me, I've been working in the holistic health field for well over 30 years. I'm a naturopathic doctor, iridologist, certified intuitive healer. I went to school for intuitive diagnosis as well as advanced energy healing. I'm a master herbalist, quantum energy healer, kinesiologist. I'm a licensed avatar master and trainer. So I've really been passionate about exploring for many years both our holistic and our metaphysical and consciousness abilities. Really, the metaphysical and consciousness abilities have been my passion. So expanding our awareness to unlimited realms, clearing out old beliefs and how exactly we can create our reality. I had an extensive training since 1990, and I'm licensed to teach experiential courses on how we can utilize our consciousness deliberately and actually create our lives intentionally. The problem was it was extremely expensive and very time consuming. But I realized with my practice over the years that to really truly heal on the deepest levels, every one of us needs to do our inner work of clearing out the old negativity, the traumas, the judgments, fears, limitations, blocks, our inherited influences, the programming that we have all been exposed to for years and more. These things are constantly bringing down our vibration and keeping us limited and stuck. So with all the training I developed over the years, these powerful charts and the Biofield Clearing technique, and I've been using them for quite a while. And I realized it's truly a greatly needed service to humanity. I kept thinking, God, everybody needs to do this, right? And what I discovered is healing is not about, are you taking the right supplements or the medicines or herbs, vitamins, CBD? Did you change your diet drastically? Are you doing constant affirmations? All those things are great. They can support the physical body. But you know, as well as I know, we're so much more than just physical bodies, right? We have an energy body, an emotional body, a mental body, a soul body, a spirit body. We have to heal. I mean, truly holistic means on all levels. You become a whole person. So this goes much deeper than you can really imagine. So what if you could easily and quickly identify what is underneath every single illness, pain, relationship challenge, financial block, self-sabotage, addiction? What are you truly healing in this lifetime? So you don't really have an aspirin deficiency or just needing medications to stop a symptom. But if you really look at this image, you know, the tip of the iceberg is really the 10% that we're consciously aware of. But 90% of it is in our subconscious and our unconscious fields that we're not aware of. We have to dig them up and bring them up to the surface so we can do something about it, right? So I'd say that clearing is like peeling away layers and layers of an onion, trying to get down to the core of the issue and release it for good. So, and anyone who's a health practitioner or an energy healer, you have clients that you know never seem to truly heal. And you know they have underlying issues that really need to be addressed. So this can help your practice tremendously, as well as your personal life. So do you have limits? Do you guys think you have limits? We all do, right? But I do believe that we are truly unlimited beings. In fact, my major powerful insight back in the 90s was after I did a bunch of this training, and it blew my mind. Even my degree of certainty in my unlimitedness is unlimited. Because the more I did the work, the more I cleared, the more expanded I would go, the deeper I would go, the more clear I would become. I got really clear with who I was and what I wanted to do. And I really learned how to identify and let go of the things that were keeping me stuck. So we just keep expanding further. There's really no end. It's like you can't get to the end of the internet and say, yep, got it all, I'm done. It doesn't work that way. I mean, I can still keep clearing stuff for myself because we're still evolving and growing, and we have no limits, okay? So I think each of us come into this lifetime on planet Earth with certain things to choose as a soul to work on and to heal. So things that have been clinging to our DNA and limiting our success. Often they're buried in our subconscious field, but they exert themselves by default as we go about trying to create a healthy, happy, productive, fulfilling, and joy-filled life, right? If you really look at it, I look at it as we are on a limited realm of 3D physical reality on planet Earth. And all these things pull us off center, they weaken us. But the more we can let go of them and align with our highest and true unlimited self, the more magical we become, the better our life gets. So what's in your DNA? Do you know that we have about 35 bits of information in our DNA? And every cell in your body has the exact same DNA. Doesn't matter if it's coming from the tip of your head to the tip of your toe. It's your blueprint for life. You know how they say only a few percent is really your genetic makeup, like your hair color and eye color and shape and stuff like that. The rest of it is all quantum DNA. It's all about your soul's blueprint, your ancestry, your history, every single thing you've thought, said, done, experienced. Can we shift it and clear it? Absolutely. To me, my passion for many years has been you have to get down to the core of the DNA in order to truly heal on the deepest levels, right? So this is the tip of the iceberg. Do you know that every single health challenge or chronic condition started as a shock to the system? If it wasn't healed during that lifetime, it gets passed down in our DNA to our ancestors, to the next generation and the next and the next. We can have old traumas from our earlier life. We can have inherited ones, even passed down from our ancestors from many generations back, clinging to our DNA. So every time we try to create something that we're trying to do, they get triggered and they get expressed. They're like transparent filters. And we have lots of them that we see life through, that we experience life through. We can have core fears, trapped emotions, inner challenges, forms of self-sabotage, as well as addictions that keep reappearing. And we all have this, right? We can have blocks in our organs, our tissues, glands, meridians, chakras, energy field. And they're associated with every single disease and every single pain. So our thinking ego mind has its own fears, doubts, worries, judgments, limitations, guilt, shame, all kinds of stuff. It is a conditioned mind, an ego reality. It muddles up our view of reality, as well as your ability to create clearly what you really desire without limits, right? So these things just keep on showing up in our life. It's like, well, how did this happen? I didn't create this. I didn't want this life. Well, on one level, consciously or unconsciously, you did, to experience what you need to experience on a soul level so that you can turn it around and really get your gifts. We'll talk about this in a minute, okay? So things like limiting beliefs. Have you ever tried to create a truly successful and abundant path in your life, following your passion only to discover that you have an underlying unconscious belief that you're not good enough or deserving or smart enough or respected? I know that I have. Do you know we would never consciously create a limiting belief for ourselves? Not intentionally, but we inherit these things. We're told these things either from our society or from passed down through our family members, right? Life is tough. Life is a struggle. You better work hard, stop crying and, all kinds of stuff, right? We get conditioned and taught these things, and they really get in our way. So no matter how passionate I was about creating the life of my dreams, and I really followed my heart and my true passions, but I always seemed to reach a glass ceiling, and I felt tethered, like I had weights holding me back. It's like I could only go so far, and it was really getting me frustrated, right? So I was really caught in a loop, like that hamster wheel that many of us have experienced, right? Do you know every single person on this planet has some things that they bring into this lifetime to release, some negative influences that limit us? You don't just come in perfectly 100% clear with absolutely no other challenges, right? There can be many layers of fears, doubts, circumstances, traumas, beliefs, even cultural traumas. Think about how traumatized our humans have been for thousands of years, right? If things haven't been truly healed, they're waiting for that miracle of release and healing, and they will get passed down, right? We're now in a time of rapid expansion. The veil is getting thinner, the energies are rising, and we are growing. We're being called to achieve increasingly higher states of greater awareness and sensitivity. It's really time for us to ascend to our true potential. Stop getting caught up in all the fear and the drama and the limitations that they're trying to impose on us. You are much more powerful and much greater than that. Decide what kind of life you're choosing to create for yourself with your intention, with clarity, with vision. So after doing this for a while, I was doing my naturopathic practice, helping people with their health issues. And I kept seeing, people needed to go deeper and heal on deeper levels. And I thought everybody needs to do this. And then one night, I've been working with my guides, I have to admit, for probably 30 or 40 years. And one night my guide said to me, okay, now you need to teach this. And I thought, oh my God, what a brilliant idea. I hadn't thought about that, right? So they helped me fine tune the course, a few things, details, for anyone that wants to learn it, whether for personal use or to get certified to use it for others. So how do we do it? First, we ask, what are your main concerns in life, such as it could be a health issue, chronic pain, relationship issues, financial challenges, self-sabotage, insomnia, anxiety. It could be absolutely anything. I want to know my true purpose, right? It could be anything. Everyone is entirely different, and everyone's story kind of unfolds as we do this. It's really fascinating. So we start out with your permission. We take a moment to offer a simple prayer to connect to the divine, to your higher self, to your own inner guidance system. We invite your angels, guides, teachers, ancestors, whoever to come in. We request their loving, compassionate assistance. This can be done with anyone, anywhere in the world. And then we ask very clear, precise questions, okay? And first, we use the first 12 charts to quickly and easily identify what's holding you back and how far does it go. It can be a trauma from this lifetime, something that happened prenatally, or an inherited influence. We all have inherited patterns too. Even ancestral, which are group, your ancestry. It's like the group collective consciousness. Think about all the different cultures on this planet who've been traumatized. We even have, like, let's say, a female pain body, right? Of abuse, submission. Males even have a pain body of war and fighting and killing, All these things get passed down because they need healing. Could even be unresolved past life issues you still haven't completed that you bring with you into this lifetime. And we don't realize it, but all of a sudden, as we're adults and we start creating our life, it starts showing up, right? So these are the titles of some of the charts that we use for clearing. Do you have any stuck emotions, trapped emotions? There's a long list. Core fears, inner challenges, limiting beliefs. What realm does it come from? Are there archetypal patterns that you inherited? Is there a blockage in your body? Blockages to self-empowerment, relationship challenges. Is there stuck energy in your chakras? Do you have addictions that need to release? And we all have different kinds. Or are there persistent identities that keep showing up and kind of keeping you from seeing who you truly are, right? And then we have the advanced charts. There's a whole list of chronic stressors. Do you know just about everybody's in a chronic stress response of one form or stage or another? What about traumas that need to be cleared? There's a chart of about 40 different traumas that will show up. Negative programming. This goes deep. Many of us have had programming that we don't even realize, that limit us. How about cords that need to be cut or energies that need to be cleared or released? I love this chart for what do we need to release and deactivate? And then what do we need to rebuild and strengthen in the body? What do we need to activate and reset as far as your potentials? And what recommendations do we have from your angels? So these are just some of the charts that we use, okay? Once we identify things, we use ancient Egyptian healing pendulums based on sacred geometry and very specific techniques that I was shown to create a powerful magnetic vortex of light to clear out the challenge from your energy field, going deep into when it was first created and releasing it from all time, all space, and all dimensions. We can clear a number of items fairly quickly. All right. This particular pendulum is called a Mur Isis. This one is a must-have for the class. It's the only one that you're required to have people do it. The very top little circle here goes into the subconscious. The deeper one here goes into the unconscious field. Then you have 3 amplifying rings, and then you have a bowl to lift it out. It's very interesting. It's a combination of 2 ancient Egyptian pendulums. So once everything is cleared, like for that particular session, we might clear 12, 15 items, whatever. Once it's cleared and we've created wide open space, then we use another 6 charts to now identify and infuse the positive influences, like what empowering beliefs, what do you need for your inner healing? What virtues are you here to master? What are your gifts? And what is needed for you to master for your infinite beingness? And then we do a healing spin to infuse that into your energy field. So after we clear the baggage, the things that keep us stuck, limited, pulled off center, weakened, let go of them. Then you align. These are some of the inner healing charts. What is needed to improve my life? There's a list of them. Empowering beliefs that might be beneficial for you. Areas to explore for self-empowerment. What virtues are you here to master? And what do you need to master for your infinite beingness? What are your keys to inner healing? There's 21 keys to inner healing right now. So that's kind of the spiritual practices that your guides actually direct the entire process. We invite them in, and I teach you how to master dowsing and go through the charts, and very quickly it'll show us what is needed. And we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it, right? So this particular pendulum is called a golden hue. It has the highest frequency of divine golden light. So we infuse this into your energy field, knowing it's the highest aspect of your true self, the full expression and alignment with your inner soul, which fills you with rich fulfillment and true and lasting healing. So we create a vortex of divine golden light and we lock it into your energy field. So every time we do this process, you actually go higher and higher in your frequency because we're eliminating the things that are keeping you pulled down, weighted down, stuck, and bringing you back to realigned with your true self, your inner power. All right. So I invite you to participate in this course of true self-evolvement because there's really nothing else to prepare for in this lifetime. If you want to transcend your limits, only you can decide how far you will go. You might go little bits at a time and little bits at a time, baby steps, that's okay. Or you might take big leaps, or you might just keep going and going, So watch your life start to blossom as you experience more insights, more power, more love, more clarity, more peace. Are you ready to go much further in your life? So does it give you chills? Does it seem like something you're drawn to? So let me know in the comments below if you'd like. And let's do a clearing. All right, you guys have a little bit of a background of what we're going to do here. So let's do a clearing. So we're going to ask, what fears, insecurities, and limitations do we all need to clear on a collective consciousness level, not just personal, because we're doing it as a group, to ascend to a higher state of being. So it's not about having the best affirmations, but we're going to identify what is really stuck for all of us collectively to see what's blocking you. I'm going to test and clear several different items for the issue, but first we have to do our opening prayer. All right. So let me do that. All right. So if you're all willing and ready to participate, you can either just say yes. If for any reason you do not want to experience the clearing, you can just cross your hands over your chest and block the energy just for a few moments to let us know. But most people do like to feel it. So I will guide you through it. So first, let's ask. Take a couple of deep breaths to breathe deep into your belly with a long, slow exhale and give your body permission to release, to relax and soften, open up the energy. I offer myself in gratitude and service as I acknowledge and call in the great divine creator, all angels and archangels, the ascended masters, star beings, star council, all helpers and guides of the highest light and resonance only, to be present with us here today. We ask our higher self to stay present and to assist us in being in our 5D awareness. I ask God, Holy Source, if he or she will have their shield of love and truth around us permanently. We now invite the masters, guides, teachers, and loved ones of everyone present, everyone listening, of all humanity, to come forth and be present, to channel through me out of the realms of 100% pure divine light, to say whatever they wish to assist and direct this healing in every way possible. We thank you for your love, support, compassion, and assistance. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop the share so you guys can see. All right. So let me ask now. All right, I'm going to ask for all of us here, all of us present, related to the collectively the fears, insecurities, and limitations that we all need to clear. Is there stuff that we all need collectively to clear in order to ascend to a higher state of being? I'm going to ask, are there any stuck emotions? I do get a yes. Okay, let's see. And I'm just kind of feeling into the team here too. I just feel this like massive bunch. All right, is it here? Is it here? Let's see what they're showing us that we all need to clear collectively. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Self-abuse. Self-abuse. Oh, my pen's not writing. Come on, pen. Got it. Okay, so how many of us actually don't take the best care of ourselves? Perhaps we're not eating the best items. Perhaps we're not getting enough sleep. Perhaps we don't get enough exercise. Perhaps we're not being as loving and kind as we can be. Like, does anybody relate to that? So I'm not going to find out what realm it came from personally because we're all different. This is a collective healing. So what we're going to do is clear it. So I'm going to ask you as I do this clearing, if you'd like, close your eyes and feel into the energy. If you would like to visualize it or picture it, picture a vortex with a column of light, kind of like a tornado, starting above your head, going down below your feet and back up again. All right. Take a deep breath and relax. Feel into the energy. As we now create this powerful magnetic vortex of light for everyone here, everyone listening, to go down deep into your energy field as we draw out, neutralize, and remove any energy related to self-abuse, not respecting, honoring, and taking good care of ourselves. Let's clear it from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, and allow this to go all the way down to the core of when it was first created. Now let's lift up and clear this energy out of your energy field, your cells, organs, tissues, glands, meridians, your mental body, emotional body, your subtle body, as well as your DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves your highest good, allowing it to release easily and completely. And for this, we are grateful. Thank you. Take a breath and let it go. Blow it out. Good. All right. So let me ask your team, your guides, the angels. Oh gosh, there's like a team of them here. All right. So for everyone here, for all of humanity, for everyone listening, what fears, insecurities, and limitations do we all have that we all need to clear in order for us to ascend to our highest state of being? Any other stuck emotions that need to be cleared? I do get a yes. Okay, let's see what's showing up now. All right. Okay. Okay, what's showing up now is frustration. That's been one of my big things. Anybody feel frustrated in their life around anything? I am sure many people have and do. Okay. So let's clear this energy of frustration. Like you're trying to make things happen. You're trying to make life better, work for you, and it's not. It's being a challenge, right? So let's Let's clear it out. Take a deep breath and relax. Feel into the energy. Close your eyes and feel it. For everyone here, for everyone listening to this, even for all of humanity, for the collective consciousness, we allow this magnetic vortex of light to go deep into your energy field as we draw out, tag, neutralize, and remove any frustration around our abilities, our creations. Release and clear every frustration from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, and all lifetimes. Allow this to go down to the core of when it was first created. All right. And now let's lift up and clear this emotion out of your energy field, out of your cells, organs, tissues, glands, meridians, your mental body, emotional body, subtle body, as well as your DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves you. Allow it to release easily, gently, and completely. And for this, we are grateful. Thank you so much. All right. Take a breath, let it go. You know, frustration is really the energy of wanting things to be a certain way and feeling like you're not allowing for divine will or divine timing. You want it to be your way. Yep, that was one of my big things. All right. Everybody doing okay? So let's ask for everybody here, everybody listening, including the collective consciousness, what fears, insecurities, and limitations do we all have collectively that need to be cleared in order for us to rise up and ascend? Any other stuck emotions? No. Any core fears? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. And oh, okay. So what's showing up is a fear of letting go. So what does that mean to you? Is it letting go of what we've been told our entire life? What we know? What we want? Like, what is it that we are afraid to let go of? You know, really think about that, because we all have some things we do need to let go, right? And we do need to rise up. All right, so feel into the energy. If you'd like, take a deep breath, close your eyes and feel into this. As we now create this powerful magnetic vortex of light to go deep into your energy field as we draw out, tag, neutralize, and remove any and all energy related to the fear of letting go. Let's release every belief, any energy, any block to it. Clear it from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, in all lifetimes. Allow this to go down to the core of when it was first created. Okay. And now let's lift up and clear this emotion out of your energy field, out of your cells, organs, tissues, glands, meridians, your mental body, emotional body, your subtle body, as well as your DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves you. Allow it to clear easily and completely. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Take a breath and let it go. Now, for everyone here, related to, for all of humanity, what fears, insecurities, and limitations do we all have collectively that we need to clear in order to ascend? Any other trapped emotions? No. Core fears? No. Inner challenges? No. Any limiting beliefs? Yes. Okay, show us what you'd like us to clear. It's not me deciding. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. I'm afraid of the unknown, right? Really want to explain that, because I had to explore this particular belief a lot when I did my training. So we all have what we know, right? In our consciousness, we have our own beliefs, our own thoughts, our own patterns, everything that we've been told, what our society teaches us, our religions teach us, what our media teaches us, right? And we are afraid sometimes to expand beyond that because you go into the unknown a little bit, right? But you have to keep expanding and explore, get curious, get comfortable, go into a new domain and learn more, right? Because then that's how you grow. You expand and then you expand further, but you have to explore the unknown. So being able to let go of that fear and trust that every single thing in this entire universe or beyond is all part of the one universal God consciousness, everything. So we don't really have to worry about what's the unknown, So, because it's there. So anyway, that might help you just understand a little bit. Be curious, expand your awareness, learn new things, right? So let's clear this belief. Feel what it feels like first to hold that belief that I'm afraid of the unknown. I remember doing some processing many years ago when I was doing my consciousness training class, and I got stuck in unknown for about 4 hours. I had to call the head trainer over and say, I don't know what to do. I'm just so stuck in unknown. And she just laughed and smiled at me and said, keep going. I was like, oh, okay, darn it. I thought she was going to give me the answer, but I had to keep exploring it. So it was like, whoa, that was very eye-opening to me when I actually allowed it to show me what was going on. All right, take a deep breath and relax. Close your eyes and feel into the energy. As we now create a powerful magnetic vortex of light for everyone here, everyone listening to this, for our collective humanity, to go deep into our energy field as we draw out, tag, neutralize, and remove any belief, thought, or fear of the unknown. Let's pull it out and clear it from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, and all lifetimes. Allowing this to go all the way down to the core of when it was first created. All right. And now let's lift up and clear this emotion out of your energy field, out of your cells, your organs, your tissues, glands, meridians, your mental body, emotional body. Clear it from your DNA. Neutralize and transmute, turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves your highest good. Just let it go easily and completely. And for this, we are grateful. Thank you so much. Take a breath and let it go. And I do want to mention something. As you may know, we are all one, right? We're all connected. The only thing that separates us is the space. So, I went to school back in 99 and 2000 for intuitive diagnosis. And one of the things that we learned was if we had somebody's name, age, and location and their permission, we could call up their energy field and work with anyone, anywhere in the world, and work on their emotional, physical, spiritual energy. So we utilize that in this practice as well. Everything is energy, right? All right, let's ask for all of our guides, angels, teachers, ascended masters, star family. What fears, insecurities, and limitations do we all need to clear as a collective consciousness of humanity so we can ascend to a higher state of being? Any other fears, limitations, limiting beliefs, any blockages in the body that's specific for each person? Okay, blocks to self-relationship, no. Stuck energy in the chakras is a yes. All right. Okay. I'm getting the crown chakra. Let's see what's coming up in there. Experience the divine self. Release fear-based patterns is a yes. Integrate. Okay, so we have a few things now. I want to explain this. This is the crown chakra, which is your energy centers. The crown chakra is at the top of your head. And what did I say we needed to do? Release fear-based patterns. And there was a few things that showed up here. Experience divine self, right? And release anxiety and depression. So let me explain something for a minute. So some of you guys may be very aware of the chakras, some maybe not. The crown chakra is the top of our head, and this opens us up our connection to our higher self and our divine, unlimited creator, right? Source. So what I used to see in my practice, and I was also an iridologist, where I would use a microscope and a digital camera to photograph the eyes. And so many people bring into this lifetime, if you look at the eyes close up, it's like the top of the head, the brain part is all fuzzy. And that tells me that it's an inherited pattern. It can be, but does not have to be, a predisposition for something like Alzheimer's or dementia. But that tells me that your soul chose to bring that pattern into this lifetime for you to heal. And there's a lot of people who are working on this. This is like, our ancestors may have been good people and they went to church and they were good in their community, but they really didn't truly understand how they were connected to a divine infinite source, right? So we come into this lifetime saying, okay, we're going to heal that. And again, it comes in on an unconscious level. We need to open up and realize that we are connected to something much greater than just ourselves, right? It's unlimited. It's full of love, compassion, wisdom, joy. You know what I learned recently, which I thought was beautiful, is joy is not necessarily an emotion. It is a state of being when we are connected to our divine self and to other divine things, right? That brings us joy. So let's clear the crown chakra. This is a little bit of a different technique. I want you to focus on the crown of your head, also your pineal gland, which is the gland that connects. Take a deep breath. Let's create a magnetic vortex to dissolve all blocks, all trapped energy, all traumas, all limitations in this crown chakra. Release any fear-based energies. Release, experience being the divine self. Release any anxiety or depression. Allow it to release. Allow it to release any and all emotions or negative energy related to this. Allow it to clear and flush out this entire area easily, gently, and completely. Knowing it no longer serves you, allow it to release fully. Take a breath and let it go. All right, now we're going to do a positive healing spin. As we infuse this energy, increasing the flow and function into your crown chakra for everyone here, as we strengthen and energize this area, increasing the flow and function back to a healthy state once again. Transform any stuck energy to awaken and energize this area. Empower this crown chakra for all to connect with their divine source to its fullest state of potential for your highest good. And we thank you for this release and this healing. Thank you so much. Take a breath, let it go, let it be. Let's go deeper into the charts for a few more minutes, asking our guides, angels, family of light, what fears, insecurities, and limitations do we all need to clear collectively in order for us to ascend? I'm not going to go into addictions. Any chronic stressors? Yes, that's a big yes. Okay, show us what is coming up. Okay. What's coming up is mental worry. Does anybody have that? Yep, it becomes a chronic stress. Now, what I used to see in my practice too is I think 99.9% of all of us are in one form of a stress response or another, and that was before COVID. Of course, now we all experience stress even more so, and it really wears us down a little bit. So let's clear this mental worry, and we're going to focus on clearing it. It's trapped in our nervous system. We're kind of addicted to that worry, right? To the stress. So we're going to focus on our entire nervous system, which is all throughout the body, including the brain, spinal cord, nerve endings, and the adrenal glands. So take a deep breath and relax as we focus on this. Let's create this magnetic vortex for everyone here, everyone listening to this, to dissolve, neutralize, and transmute any and all mental worry, any and all mental stress. Release it right now from the entire nervous system, including your brain, spinal cord, nerve endings, your adrenal glands. Release any and all emotions, fears, chronic irritations, or negative energy. Include all stressors, all blocks, all trapped energy, all traumas. Allow it to clear. Release and flush out this entire nervous system easily, gently, and completely, knowing it no longer serves you. Allow it to release. Allow it to let go. Take a breath, let it go. Actually, having your feet on the floor is helpful too. Now we're going to put some positive healing energy in as we see an increase in the flow of energy into your entire nervous system, which connects you to your divine creator, into your brain, spinal cord, nerve endings, your adrenals, as we strengthen, build, soothe, and energize these areas, increasing the flow and function back to a healthy state once again. Empower this entire nervous system to its fullest state of potential and connection to your divine source for your highest good. And we thank you for this release and this healing. Thank you so much. All right, take a breath, let it be. I'm going to go into a few more deeper charts here. For everyone here, related to clearing collectively in our collective consciousness any fears, insecurities, or limitations that keep us from ascending fully. Are there any traumas that we need to clear? And I do get a yes. Okay, let's see what shows up. Okay, is it here? Okay, so what's coming up here as a trauma is unworthiness and self-sabotage. Yep. Can anybody relate to that? We talked about that a little bit. We had self-abuse come up a little bit earlier. You know, it's so interesting because we can really, really want something and try to create the best relationship or the best career or the best life. But yet we might not realize how we can sabotage things. You know, it's like, or things just get in the way. Because there's an underlying, clear, transparent filter that we're not worthy. We're not good enough to receive everything, to be abundant, to be loving, right? So let's clear this. And we're going to do the same process, clearing it. It's trapped in our nervous system. All right, so your nervous system is very important. So it connects us, like I said, to our divine source. It connects us to being grounded on the earth as well. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and feel into the energy. As we now create a powerful magnetic vortex of light for everyone here, everyone listening, to dissolve, neutralize, and transmute any worry, any feeling of unworthiness, any self-sabotage. Any self-sabotage. Let's clear it from the entire nervous system, including your brain, spinal cord, adrenal glands, your nerve endings. Release any and all emotions, fears, chronic irritations, or negative energy. Release them all. Include all stressors, all blocks, all trapped energy, all traumas. Allow it to clear. Release and flush out this entire area easily, gently, and completely, knowing it no longer serves you. Allow it to release. Allow it to soothe. All right, lock it in. And now we're going to put some positive healing energy in. As we see an increase in the flow of energy into the entire nervous system for everyone here, building it up into your brain, your spinal cord, your nerve endings, strengthening your adrenal glands. As we strengthen, soothe, and energize these areas, increasing the flow and function back to a healthy state once again. Transform any stuck energy to release, awaken, and energize these areas. Empower your entire nervous system to its fullest state of potential for your highest good. And we thank you for this release and this healing. Thank you so much. All right, take a breath and let it be. Now, I just want to see if there's anything else before we go into some positive. So for everyone here, for the collective consciousness of all humanity, I want to ask What fears, insecurities, and limitations do we all need to clear so we can ascend to a higher state of being? Any negative programming? I get a yes. Okay. One is a yes. Okay. Okay. So this is interesting. Okay. So what's coming up here is all mind control weapons and brainwashing. You know, I think we have no clue as to how much we have been programmed. You know, we've been told this is the way things are. This is what you need to do. This is, you know, it's just, I mean, I've been kind of watching things going on behind the scenes, and it's like, holy cow, they've been doing this kind of stuff for years, and I had no idea. Most of us don't, you know, but it's there. So it's asking us to clear that. So we're going to use a little bit of a different technique, and we'll clear this, all right? Take a deep breath and relax. For everyone here, everyone listening, we now create this powerful multidimensional energy vortex to go into your energy field, into all time, all space, all dimensions, all layers, all lifetimes, releasing, deactivating, and dissolving all mind control, all brainwashing, all programming, any negative programming that doesn't serve you, whether it's from the media, society, religions, education, anything, just whatever doesn't serve you, allow it to release. Include any energies related to this. Release them right now, going back into the light. Being released for the highest good of all, we allow them to be cleared and deactivated right now, easily, gently, and completely. And allow this process to continue until it's absolutely complete for everyone here. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Okay, lock that in. Let me just see real quick. Take a breath and let it all go. Any other fears, insecurities, and limitations that we all collectively need to heal? Any cords that need to be cut? Nope. Anything to release and deactivate collectively? No. Okay. Anything we need to rebuild and strengthen in our bodies? Yes, that's a big yes. Okay, is it here? Let's see, they're going to point to what it is. Okay, so what they'd like us to do is rebuild and strengthen all physical and non-physical senses. All physical. So you guys know what that is, your 5 physical senses, right? Sight, taste, sound, touch, smell. But non-physical senses. Do you know that we have 53 other non-physical senses? 53. But we don't realize it, right? And some of them are things like, of course, like intuition, telepathy, a sense of belonging, a sense of community, a sense of contributing, a sense of timing, a sense of cycles. I mean, there's so many. So this is very cool. For everyone here, we're going to rebuild and strengthen your physical and non-physical senses. All right. So this is a good healing energy. I'm going to use a different pendulum just for the fun of it. This one activates all 7 colors, and it goes out far and wide for long distance healing as well. Take a deep breath and relax. This is a healing. We now use this powerful multidimensional energy vortex for everyone here, everyone listening, to rebuild and strengthen all of our physical senses and rebuild and strengthen all of our non-physical senses. Rebuild and strengthen all of our physical and non-physical senses, restoring you now with perfect, healthy cells, renewed energy and vitality, bringing everything back into balance. Knowing your magnificent body has complete memory and divine programming for this healthy, restored state. We increase and improve everything associated with this function right here and now. And we're truly grateful for this capability. Thank you so much. All right, lock it in. All right, take a breath. Have a glass of water if you'd like, or a little sip. So for everyone here, I just want to go through if there's anything else we need to activate and reset so we can ascend to a higher state of being. Anything here? No. Any recommendations from your angels? I get a big yes. Let's see what they have to say. I actually like to stop and get messages from them when I'm working one-on-one personally. Okay. Our recommendations from our angels is to be in service to humanity. Be in service to humanity. You know, let me write that down. For so long, we have lived in a very competitive realm. You know, how much can I get? How high can I go up on the ladder? Can I get a bigger house? Can I get a nicer car? Do I have really nice clothes? Do I have the best friends? You know, it's all about competition. It's all about service to self. The big shift that we're coming into is how do we live in service to others, to all humanity? Every single one of us has a purpose and a gift that you're here to contribute, right? How do we help make the world a better place? The minute you decide to serve others, to serve humanity, everything you need will come back to you. You're not limiting yourself. You're multiplying it in a sense, all right? So be in service to humanity. And that is the biggest gift you can give yourself as well as others. How do we all collectively work to make this a better world, a more beautiful world, a more loving, compassionate, and kind world? That's where we're heading. It's definitely where we're heading. So be aware. So I'm going to ask any empowering beliefs that all of us as a collective need, and I do get a big yes here. Okay. So let's see what's showing up. And, okay. All right, the biggest one that's coming up here is I am worth it. I am a powerful divine being, as is everyone else. We are all worth it. Every single person inside. I used to have this bumper sticker on my car years ago that said, God bless the whole world, no exceptions. That's how it should be, right? I love that. So before I infuse this into your energy field, I want to ask, what virtues collectively for all humanity are we here to master, to bring up from our heart and soul, right? Every single one of us. And all healing is not just about eliminating a pain or a symptom. It's about what virtues are you trying to express. And okay. I am not surprised. What they're saying is deep trust. There's many virtues on this list here. Now, one of the things I found in my practice for many years was that, you know, there's physical body you have to take care of, and then the emotions, and then the mental body, your thoughts and beliefs, you know, your spiritual body, your soul body. But underneath it all, I felt like deep trust is a very core issue that every single one of us is trying to express, trying to learn. And I look at it as being in the seat of our solar plexus, like right in our belly, right? It's like that little light on the inside. And guess what gets triggered when you don't have trust? Your adrenal glands, which are right behind there, because they get triggered by fear because you're not trusting. How can you have peace if you have fear? You can't. So what does deep trust mean? It means, how deeply can you trust yourself? How deeply can you trust that you have gifts and talents to offer the world? How deeply can you trust the people closest to you? How deeply can you trust that Everything that you put out will come back to you. You'll have everything you need to take care of yourself. How deeply can you trust your environment? Can you trust nature? How deeply can you trust your intuition or your higher self? How deeply can you trust the divine source? How deeply can we trust? When we can trust that this immense, magnificent, beautiful divine universe is unfolding, or multiverse, I should say, is unfolding absolutely perfectly, right? Our challenge comes from our ego mind, our limitations, our beliefs. Well, I really want it to be this way. I want to push against that because I want to feel more comfortable. If I can control it to be this way, this is how I think it should be. And we fight ourselves. We fight against this immense power. What if you could just allow divine timing, allow the unfolding, allow all that is to be without trying to change it, control it, or judge it? That's the big trick. Can we be one with this infinite divine source? Can we be one with this magnificent energy? And some of you may have heard me say this, but I used to actually have this card on my desk that said, "Good morning, this is God. I will be taking care of absolutely everything today, and I will not need your help. So have a good day." How we forget, we feel like we have to do it all. It's exhausting, right? Allow the energy to come through you instead of just from you. It's not as exhausting. So let's infuse our energy fields with this beautiful healing energy, okay? I'm going to use my divine golden hue pendulum. Take a deep breath and relax. Feel into the energy. As we now infuse your energy field for everyone here with this beautiful, loving, healing energy of divine golden light, pouring down into your energy field, bringing in the energy of deep trust, bringing in the energy of knowing you are a powerful divine being, knowing you are worth it, you are totally worthy, and knowing that you are here to live in service and love for all of humanity. Knowing that this is the highest aspect of your true self, the full expression and alignment with your inner soul, as it releases everything that no longer serves you but fills you now with rich fulfillment, true and lasting healing and inner joy into your life in every way, every day. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. All right, lock it in. Take a breath, let that one be. It's beautiful. We just have two more quick charts for everyone here collectively for us to ascend to our highest state of being. What do we need to master for our infinite beingness? And let's see what shows up. Okay. Okay. And what they're saying that we need to master is knowing we are a limitless being. Can you get that? We are limitless. The only limits that we have are the ones we have created or adopted as far as fears, beliefs, limitations, and judgments. Those are the only limits. As 3D physical human beings, we do live in a limited realm, right? 3D reality is a very limited realm. When you're down here in 3D and you're operating from your ego mind, your conditioned ego mind, with your beliefs, fears, judgments, doubts, worry, conditioning, all that stuff, it's like you are in a reactive mode. There's no real power in that. The minute you put a judgment on something, well, this isn't good enough, this isn't the way I'd like it to be, or that's not right, this isn't good, whatever it is, you attach your emotions to it like glue. And then you're just reactive. When we can dig this stuff up from the subconscious and we bring it into our conscious mind and we clear it, when we can recognize that we not only are created from this unlimited divine source, but it's contained in every cell in our body. That's who we are. That's what we're ascending up to. We have to let go of these shells of limitations that have kept us stuck for a very long time. And it's time. We are going, whether you like it or not. And if you don't, well, you're welcome to stay in 3D physical reality with the limitations. But most of us know on the inside that's not who we truly are, right? That's not where our joy lies. All right. So I will infuse that in our energy field in just a moment, but I want to also ask, we're almost done here. What are your keys to inner healing for everyone here collectively? I get a yes. Okay. The one thing that's coming up is self-support. So I just want to tell you, this is one of the inner healing keys. I also love this because I'm going to ask you a question. What is the one thing that you have always wanted from others? What's the one thing you've always wanted in your life from others? It could be, I really wanted to be respected, or I really wanted to be appreciated, or to be loved, or for somebody to listen to me, or to be acknowledged or supported. I want you all to think of one thing that you've always craved from other people in your life. Can you think of one thing? If you do, yes, yes. All right. Once you identify it, recognize that that's the one thing that you need to give yourself, right? If you want to be supported or listened to, right, or appreciated, and we're expecting that from all of our relationships, we're always going to be disappointed because they don't really know that that's in your heart. But self-support, when you give that one thing to yourself, I want you to listen to yourself, support yourself, respect yourself, whatever it is that you said. When you give that to yourself, then you're fulfilled. And all your relationships improve because you just took that hidden pressure off your relationships. So give that gift to yourself. All right. Whatever you said, that's what you need. That's your key to inner empowerment. Give that gift to yourself, self-support. Let me do one last healing spin and then we're done. And I just want to go over a couple more things. Okay. Are you guys okay? Take a deep breath. Relax. Close your eyes and feel into the energy. As we now infuse your energy field for everyone here, everyone listening to this, with this beautiful, loving, healing energy of divine golden light, pouring down from the infinite into your energy field, bringing in the energy of loving, honoring, respecting, and supporting yourself, bringing in the energy of knowing you are a beautiful, divine, unlimited being, bringing in the energy of deeply trusting yourself, your instincts, your innate intelligence, your higher self, knowing that you are a powerful divine being, you are totally worth it, and you have beautiful gifts to offer humanity. Knowing that this is the highest aspect of your true self, the full expression and alignment with your inner soul, as it releases everything that no longer serves you, but fills you now with rich fulfillment, true and lasting healing and inner joy into your body in every way, every day. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Take a deep breath and let it be. Thank you. Before I go back to a few more things, I just have to do a quick closing prayer to thank our team for being here. All right, and then we'll open it up too. So, thank you. We give much gratitude as we gently balance and renew these energies for everyone here, everyone listening, increasing your vibration and frequency, increasing the amount of love, light, and wisdom being brought forth for you today. We're grateful to your inner soul and your highest self. And we're grateful to all the beings of light, including all guides, angels, ascended masters, and star beings, for your love, support, compassion, and wisdom. Thank you so much. We honor your presence. And may you all be divinely blessed. So it is. Okay. How's everybody doing? Good. All right. Does anyone have anything they'd like to share, ask, say? All right. Yeah. Lisa, unmute yourself.
I feel more at peace. I still have some sadness, but I think I'm being guided to set up a session with you, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good that I'm glad that you're feeling that peace too, because it's just all part of it, you know. But there's a lot for us to do on a personal level too, as well as collectively. So
right.
Good, good. Now, Joan, do you have something you'd like to ask or say? Yeah. Unmute.
Sorry, I clicked on it, but it didn't unmute. I had a question. At the end of everything, you raised your hand and went vertically from top to bottom. Was that the locking motion?
Yes, I lock it in. After I do the spin, and you'll learn this because you're going to be taking the class coming up.
Okay.
You know, we kind of cut the taproot, but then we infuse the energy in and we do lock it in.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good. Anyone else? Nuri, did you have a question? Yeah.
It was beautiful, and it's magical how the things happen. I was with Claudia, my sister, in a healing session 1 week ago, and the person there told me that I have to do service for humanity, and I say, wow, they say it again. And today's healing is about something I said that day. I said that I sometimes feel that I'm not good enough. And that's what you say. So I say, wow, it's like my angels tell me, you have to be here today. It
Good for
was
you.
beautiful. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you did this too and that you got that. Good, good. You know, we have to heal very deeply. It's really like a spiritual level, a soul level. That's really where we're at right now. You know, thank you. Anyone else have anything? Oh. All right, I'm going to go back to our presentation here. Okay. There we go. So you may or may not feel it right away. I always ask people if it makes sense to you, if you can identify with it, you can add a comment if you like. But I always like to ask people after a healing session, take very good care of yourself. Drink some water, eat good, healthy food for the next few days, and watch for subtle shifts and improvements. Okay, sometimes they're subtle, sometimes they're not so subtle. Sometimes people need more sleep. Sometimes, you know, you might find that you have more clarity, right? More intuitive hits. You might have better sleep. You might need more sleep. So more improved communication, more insights. You might have some physical shifts, whatever it is, just notice some subtle changes, but avoid things like sugar, alcohol, and junk food right away, because that just brings your frequency right back down because you're going up to a new level. And we can just keep going and going on a personal level. All right. So if you want to know how to do this, it's something you can learn to do for yourself. I teach this so you can follow the charts as well. So if you want, you can get certified. So, okay. I'm just kind of reading one of the messages here. I can't get to the top of this here. Anyway, I'm going to have to look at this in a little bit here. All right, I'm not going to get into that right now, but thank you. So this is really, truly powerful sacred healing work, as you can tell. You can easily do it for yourself anytime on anything that shows up in your life. And you can use it for yourself and your family, or you can also get certified to offer this to others. It's really the greatest service we can do for humanity at this time. I gave up my naturopathic practice because my passion is doing this. We have to heal on deeper levels. You know, I get kind of tired of just telling people what supplements to take or dietary changes you need to make, whether you do it or not, because it has to go deeper. Even people doing everything they can possibly think of to heal from cancers or autoimmune diseases have to do deeper healing work as well. So this is an online class. It includes 8 two-hour classes for 8 weeks to teach you how to do this. You get the instructions, PDF, the charts, the forms, the videos, everything you need to master this, as well as helping others through the process. So we have question and answer sessions. You get the replay in every class in case you miss it or want to review it again. Plus, there's an ongoing community support. So, can you make a difference? Absolutely. So just about any health practitioner or energy healer will want this program to use for their toolbox to assist people in their deepest healing. I know we're all trying to do things to achieve a lighter, more joy-filled life. That's what we're all here to do. We're all here to try to relieve our own pain and suffering and to find more joy and love and fulfillment in our life, period. Every single human on this planet. What I'm finding is people are coming like crazy because they're craving deeper healing work, right? To be acknowledged. So even using it for your personal life is really worth it. So either way, it's totally invaluable. You can become a certified practitioner if you'd like. You work with other students as well as clients, giving and receiving sessions by phone. And you have 6 months after the class to actually finish doing some of that practice work. So, and you'll get a certificate of mastery in biofield clearing for those who complete the requirements. And you can also be listed on the website as a certified practitioner. Not everybody wants to, which is totally okay. That's if you're wanting to put it out publicly. So here's a few things people are saying. Dr. Jane is nothing short of profound. When the guides, angels, masters, and even past relatives came forward, I could feel a surge of energy. Unconditional love was so very present, and there was no doubt in my analytical mind that this was very, very real. I learned a number of things I needed to hear to progress in my path of spiritual evolution. That was from Dr. Gale. I've done emotional release, intuitive healing with others, but never got the results I have with Dr. Jane. She was spot on with the ages I was experiencing shock or trauma without me telling her. She's very compassionate, and the clearing process she used made me feel like a huge weight was lifted from me. I feel better emotionally than I have in years, maybe even decades. I highly recommend this process to anyone who's tried to change themselves for the better. And one more. Emotions are deep-seated and in layers, but this treatment allows the mind to rest and the body to answer questions that Jane Smolnik asks, Dr. Smolnik asks. The body lets it be known where healing needs to occur, and Dr. Smolnik simply takes care of it with this wonderful healing modality. I'm in awe, have experienced instant life shifts and getting unstuck in places where I've been stuck all my life. Thank you so much. Oh, there's one more. I did have some experience with energetic healing in the past, but I could not imagine the complexity and profoundness of this biofield clearing technique. We're able to go so deep and identify all the blockages on my physical, mental, and emotional bodies. We're able to find and heal negative beliefs and thought patterns from my childhood, ancestors, and past lives. After we released all the blockages, limiting beliefs, and emotional trauma from my chakras, I immediately felt so good and relieved. I highly recommend Jane and her method for everyone who wants to change their life by eliminating limiting beliefs, negative patterns, and toxic attachments, fear, and insecurities. Thank you so much. And Irene is a naturopathic doctor in Montreal. So if you're interested in investing in yourself for self-evolvement, I know I have spent a fortune over the last 30 plus years, taking numerous courses, diving deep into discovering our creative conscious abilities. The first course I did was $22.95 back in 1990, and it really shifted my life. And then another $3,000 on another level so I could teach it because I was so blown away. And then another $7,500 on more advanced courses. And then I did another training of like $6,000. This has nothing to do with my naturopathic training, iridology training. I mean, so many other kinesiology training and more. That was just for consciousness training. Plus, add in all the travel expenses, hotel, food, time off of work, all in exploring the ways to expand your awareness and shift my life. I was determined. I reviewed each course to go deeper and deeper, and my life shot up like a rocket. And I knew I needed to teach this to others. I needed to share it. And what happened? Well, they all had value and they all taught me things, but they fell a bit short. So I did more and more courses. So instead of paying the many tens of thousands of dollars I've spent over the years trying to discover, how can I change my life? How can I get better? I developed this program with the help of my guides and to help others more easily and deeply and effectively heal. So time is of the essence. There's really no need to work on things for decades. All right. So why wait? You can learn how to do the system. It's fun. It's easily. And really, I have to ask, can you afford to have your life continue the way it's going? If you're fine with it, totally okay. But how long have you been working on trying to shift things? Are you ready to really heal and shift your life? So you get the 8 weekly master classes with 2-hour live instructions with me, questions and answers, discussions, demonstrations. I do live sessions with the students. You get all the PDFs, instructions, charts, the keys to inner healing. There's 21 inner healing keys, which are spiritual practices, session forms, informed consent, feedback forms, a replay of all the videos. There's a private Facebook group for students and grads. We have monthly meetings on Zoom. You get a certificate of mastery or completion, marketing materials, listing on the website if you want. Plus, you receive at least 3 sessions for yourself. So how reasonable is this? Things like this can go easily for $2,000, $2,400, up to $5,000, but you won't even pay $997. It's actually only $777 for the entire program. But right now, I still kept the early bird special in place. So it's $100 off if you would like. And there's also payment options available. So thank you. It's not bad for an amazing tool to clear any blocks in your life, basically. So the next course starts June 14th, which is next Tuesday. So I'll be accepting a limiting number of students. We have a few from different parts of the world as well. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till October for the next class. So if you're interested, you can check out biofieldclearing.com, and there's a course registration page there. But as an extra bonus, remember I said if you hung out till the end, I want you, if you'd like to experience a personal session with me, click on the link to book a session on my website, which is ultimatehealing.com, is for my personal appointments, right? If you click on booking a session, you don't have to pay for it at the time that you book it. At the very end screen, you have a choice to pay now or pay at the time of the session. But tell me that you watch this and I'll give you 20% off your session. All right, it's a 90-minute session. So just to thank you for really hanging in there and watching it. Plus, you also receive my free ebook, It's My Time to Advance. If you, and that's actually on my Awaken My Wisdom site, I believe. Okay. So, and it's done by phone and it's recorded. So I send you the recording afterwards because sometimes your guides bring in the most amazing information. So thank you. So thank you. I am honored to be here with you and to share this with you, and grateful to my guides who have helped me with this. They continue to help me with this. It's really the accumulation of my life's work over the last 30 plus years. And it's a really wonderful service for humanity. I absolutely love doing this. So many people need it right now. And over the next 5 to 10 years, we are all shifting to a higher state of being, but we can't bring our baggage there. We have to let it all go. So if you want to do it, feel free. All right, you can join me in this. Go to biofieldclearing.com. If you've gotten my newsletter, you can also email me, or my phone number is 828-777-JANE. All right. So I'm going to stop the share here and just see. Okay, so I had a hand come up. Lisa, did you have a question?
Yes, you said when we go to schedule our session, we can make a note that lets you know that we were on your
Yes.
call tonight.
Yes.
There's a place for us to write that, and then that you'll bill us at the end of the session. You'll charge
So
us.
let me clarify that. So
Okay.
yes, you can either, there is a place if you want to give me a note, that's fine. Otherwise,
Okay.
when we have the appointment and you say, I was on your webinar and you offered 20% off, I'm like, great, I'll take the 20% off. Well, that's great.
Okay.
All right. So I will
Thank
actually
you.
charge you at the end of the session. So you
Thank
don't have
you.
to pay for it ahead of time. All right.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
it'll let me schedule it without paying ahead of time?
Right. The first screen looks like, but you don't have to pay ahead because it says,
Okay.
do you want to pay online? But then before you actually confirm, it says, are you going to pay online or in person? So just say, or at the time of the session. So I'm getting
Okay.
lots of thank yous. Thank you, Ha and Shara. Very good. Now I had another message here that was a long one. I couldn't read it all before, but anyway, okay, good. Valerie had a good affirmation. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Any other comments? How's everybody feeling?
Peaceful.
Peaceful. Very good. Mary, did you have, oh, Joan, sorry. Did you have a question or a
Yeah,
comment?
you mentioned something about sugar lowering your vibration. It was very interesting because I've been craving sugar for the last day, and I just wondered what is involved with that. I think I've heard that before, but I don't have any background information.
Okay. So I'm talking about processed sugar. I mean, sugar is in so many different things. It actually, 1 tablespoon of sugar actually weakens your immune system for the next 5 hours. Did you know that? I mean, if you're craving sugar, you might want fruit, or you might want honey or maple syrup as a much better option. But, you know, a lot of people just have way too much sugar. So avoiding things like sugar, you know, junk food, deep fried food, that kind of thing, and alcohol, because it definitely brings your vibration back down. Eat some good fruits and vegetables and wholesome food and good proteins.
Yeah, no, I usually do avoid it, but all of a sudden I started craving it. So it was just unusual.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, well, give yourself some good quality sugar, because we do need some, like especially from fruits, you know. Yeah. So Valerie said she recently cut back on sugar because her sister enlightened her on what can be the cause of dementia. Yes, dementia can be considered diabetes type 3 because our brain uses an awful lot of glucose and it can start to ferment. Yeah. So really, I'm on this little detox cleanse right now, which I'm trying to eliminate. And I really don't eat much sugar. I would prefer things like stevia or monk fruit or even a little bit of maple syrup. But, you know, no wheat and flour that turns to sugar rapidly in the body, and just really kind of reducing some of our starches, especially. So, all right. Anybody else? Yep. Lisa, did you have something else here?
No, I was waving goodbye, and I
Oh.
I was saying thank you. This was wonderful.
Good. Well, thank you. Glad you were here. So thank you, everybody. So thank you for joining me. I will post this. I'll send it out in the newsletter as soon as I get it posted. It may not be tomorrow. I have my granddaughters here all day because school just got out. But I will also post it on my YouTube channel. So you're also welcome to share it with somebody if you'd like. And if anyone's interested, we have a few spaces open and a few for the class that's coming up. So it's going to be actually 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time, because I have some international people that can't quite do it in the evening. All right. So I'll do in the fall, we'll do an evening one. All right. Thank you, everybody. Many love and blessings to everybody. Take wonderful care of yourself, drink lots of water, get some good sleep, and just know that you are a powerful divine being with unlimited potential. Grab whatever potential you want out of that divine pool. And yeah, many blessings. All right. Thank you. Take good care.